Hi, I'm Jay Hume. I'm a poet. I write adult, children, and teen poetry. I write essays. I fight for trans rights. I talk a lot on the internet. I wander around cathedrals for fun. You know, just normal things. But mostly, I write poems. This is my latest book of poetry. It's for teenagers. It's called Clouds Cannot Cover Us. And I'm going to do a few poems from it. But first, I'm going to have to talk sort of about me. Which is a bit weird and narcissistic seeming, but we're gonna give it a go. When there isn't, a plague on, I you can tell from the hair. I go around the country performing my work, teaching poetry in schools and sort of in workshops for adults. I've performed at festivals, at the Houses of Parliament as part of a thing for trans rights. I go into hospitals and advocate for trans patients and teach staff in various hospital trusts how to engage with us in the best possible way and ensure that we get the best possible healthcare that we can. I do a lot of stuff, let's be honest here. Let's just get onto the poetry. I'm rubbish at like bragging. So I thought because it's Pride Month ish, recording this a bit late, whatever, because it's for a pride thing, there you go, I would do a poem about working out who you are to start with. We'll do a few. This is called Did You Fight to Be Here? Did you fight to be here? Punch new things through old walls? Did you burn the memory out to not face what you had done? Did you rewrite your history with Tipex and apologies? Did you hunt? Did you slip down a stairwell when everyone was sleeping, each quiet footstep a prayer to the dark? How were the shadows? Did they dance to your touch or slide still? Did you open books of empty phrases, each syllable a new fruit, unknown and untested and maybe unsafe? Did you throw them across rooms sometimes? Break the spines? Smooth them down with a sorry and a crack in your voice? Did you fight to be here? Were your battles the street or the page? Were they everywhere? Did they spiral into wars fought with yourself and the world, each on either side of a torn dust jacket, pointing rusted bayonets at the other as if this was worth dying for? Maybe this is worth dying for. It's very weird doing this without an audience. You have to leave the pause, but how long should it be? I don't know. I write about various things. This collection is full of everything, really. I think it's very important that we talk about the various things that impact everybody, and teenagers included, and so many people talk down to teenagers in this world, all the struggles of this world, they should be sheltered from it. So that's rubbish, and particularly LGBT teenagers go through a huge amount, and I want to dedicate this poem that I wrote called I See You to every homeless queer out there. I'm in there. I know the fear. Let's do it. This poem's called I See You, and I do. It seems like every few minutes in every town centre I search every coat of my pocket to find something worth giving away. A gift to say, I see you. I see you and I am sorry. I wish I could say, here is a handwritten apology for the state of society. Here is a hotel key card and a warm bed. Here is a fragment of my heart to keep warmth inside you. Here is a winning lottery ticket and the ability to know it has won. Here is a coat worthy of Everest for every other street corner. Here is a flat. Here is a house. Here is a home. I have none of these things in my pocket. My hands itch with their own cold. I see the weeks I spent hanging between rented rooms and those same prolific pavements. I see the safety nets I scraped together at the very last second. I see the look. I see you. And I'm sorry. This poetry collection is split into two. We've done the sort of the dark half, quite literally. Thematically, we've got pre and post transition J, from darkness to light, from not knowing who I am to knowing who I am, and other, you get it. It's a thing. So we're going to move into the light section now, because that was all a bit dark. Let's do this one, which is slightly dark, but not as dark, because it has like a vaguely cheerful ending, and then I'll do the only happy poem that's like 100% happy that I've ever written, except for the like really small kids' poems that are like dragons and space and stuff, which is cool, and I enjoy writing it, but the rest of it's really miserable. Right, this poem's called In the Future. In the future, nobody will ever be scared to walk into a bathroom, or any room, ever. People will be allowed to be their own gender. There will be no loopholes in laws, precedents promoting hatred. I'm just going to do that again, and I'm not going to re-record the whole video, and we're going to pretend that this didn't happen. Let's do it. This poem's called In the Future. In the future, nobody will ever be scared to walk into a bathroom, or any room, ever. People will be allowed to be their own gender. There will be no loopholes in laws, precedents promoting hatred, allowing panic at our existence to excuse our murders in the future. People like me will not be able to distinctly describe the scent of the floor in the men's toilet at that time they were slammed into it, and if, in the future, they could, they'd feel able to report it, instead of going home, showering in the dark, and feeling lucky. Like the one that got away. I could have died that day, or any day. And as I write these words down, I'm painfully aware that someone out there might want to kill me for living so freely and honestly. I'm watching my back. I'm always watching my back. I've forgotten what my face looks like, but can easily describe my spine. The way it bends under pressure. The way it curves, but will not break. Right, we're going to finish up with a happy poem as promised. I wrote this, as all queer people do. I have a spare family. You've got like the biological family, and then you've got like the spare family. And mine contains a fake sister called Phoebe, who's an absolute nightmare. I love her with all of my heart, but oh my god, I was an only child until I got Phoebe, and now I'm like, oh, what is siblings, man? I can't do it. She is the bane of my life, and I hate her deeply, which is how you know she's my sibling, because I also love her with all my heart. What a dick. This poem was written for her when she was doing her A-levels and dying internally, but I think it's applicable to a huge amount of things, and I think we can all take something out of it. It's called You Will Survive. If you ever feel like this world is too much, that your mistakes are too big or your failures too many, close your eyes. Breathe in this screaming air and speak only to yourself. I will survive. I will survive. I will survive. Not for anyone else, but for yourself. I will survive. I will survive. I will survive. Listen to the war drum of your heart, spurring you on to further victories. Listen to the wind song that echoes in your lungs. Listen to the promises of trees, the whispers of the wind, the silent but all-pervasive encouragement of stars. Become one with this world in which you live, and breathe out these words once more. Make them your motto, your promise. Scroll them indelibly into the inside of your skull. Let them permeate every inch of your being. Make them the only thing the world cannot take from you. I will survive. I will survive. I will survive. If you repeat something enough, it becomes the truth. If only to those who hear it. So speak to yourself. Forever. I will survive. I will survive. I will survive. You will survive. I promise.